Hello, hello. It's all happening right now, isn't it? I think Norsk is playing Angel of Darkness and Ash is playing Tomb Raider Chronicles. Seriously, are people just trying to sabotage my Sunday? Good evening. Hi, Cyanjin. Hi, Rap. You come to watch and just be like, oh, bless Laurie. She doesn't have many viewers, does she? She doesn't have many subs. I know, how are you going to cope? Just like splitting your time. Hi, Jaden. Hi, Chris. I was going to say my coughing, like my hacking up of my lungs might make the decision for you. You're here, so party time. Yeah! Until you realise I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, thank you for the host of Ivory Reborn. But anyway, let's go with it. The one good thing about like Ash streaming at the same time as me is I don't have to worry about him doing any of his bloody challenges on me. Taking my bloody glasses off or whispering. I can't whisper right now. Because of my bloody cough and stuff. Anyway, let's get on with it. So, I tried to take notes during Steve's stream to figure out where I'm supposed to go. Do any of us know what we're doing in life? No. Sign Jim, we do not. Good start. Let's try that again. Yeah, finally peace and quiet. Ash isn't here. Bless him. His ears are probably like absolutely on fire right now. Knowing we're talking about him. Okay, so it's trying to remember what I need to do. Fucking crow. Oh, thank you for hosting the stream, Raider Mama. Hope you're well. How were you? As Ash now takes a piss out of me for saying. So now takes the piss. He's always taking the piss, to be fair. That was lucky. I wasn't aiming for that. Hey, Jake. How are you? Oh, thank you for the 8-bit Cyanjin. No! Oh, fuck's sake. This is what this is going to be. Right, let's try that again, shall we? See, I know what I'm aiming for. It's just whether I can actually get there or not. Come at me. If I can, yeah. Done. Right. So it's a standing jump to here. Can I make it from here to there? I don't think I can, but I'm going to save because I'm sick of having to kill that bloody crow all the time. It's going to be your soundbite from my channel, by the way. What, how are you? Yay, I'm becoming famous because Rappy's going to feature me on his channel. Oh, shit. Let's try that again. Here we go. Well, like, Ash started it, and he has some fairly good points. Yes! Like, seriously, I don't know how you've done it, other than the fact that you stream for, like, hours on end, and at really stupid times as well. It's the only reason. Only reason you could be, like, have more numbers than us, obviously. I mean, oh my god. Come on, Lara, just fling yourself over there. You know, Highland fling. A lot of luck, whatever. Oh! Piss off. This is painful. Okay, thanks. Always glad to see people play this game, as I don't have the ability to play it. Have to live vicariously. Ah. Do you not have a PC that can play it? I don't understand where I need to go. I remember seeing, like... Steve. Don't you dare. Ah, bollocks. I remember seeing him jump there and then he, like, I blinked and he was over the wall, so I can't remember how he got there. Need to turn sound down, gunshots loud. Bubs went rah-rah. Bless him. He just knows. He's conditioned. Get the Family Guy clip where Stewie falls off the swing and goes, "Get mum, get mum." Don't want dad, get mum. Or an emotional support Jay to help set it up. Yes. Although everyone has to put Jason's in the... Oh, for fuck's sake. I can't... Maybe it's that... I don't understand where I can go. Right. Yeah, it's Father's Day today, so get some Jason's in the chat, please, because obviously it's Jay's day today. He's a very good daddy for Bubs. Does a lot more than a lot of daddies do. Jason! There we go. Right, so where do I go from here? Like, I got here, now what else do I do? A nice chill day. Yeah, Bubs has been quite... Oh, for God's sake. Bubs has been quite chill today. He's not actually been that extreme. I just don't think I'm going in the right direction. I don't understand. Can anyone remember this part of Steve's playthrough? Because I obviously can't. No. Oh, it's just knowing what ones are. There's a passage in the mud underneath the wall. Oh, there. That's it. Yes, thank you, Chris. No, I actually have to jump on that bloody thing. Right. Yeah, because we all know that Steve just throws himself in and hopes for the best. And he's a jammy git, because most of the time he's right. Oh, come on, Lara, what are you doing? So, if I just go meh, like that. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Where am I? Well, I honestly can't remember how he did it. Again, I think he just literally... We're just randomly just jumping in and just hoping for the best. Do not load. Oh yeah, then, like, Bubs realised you got rid of his cars. Yeah, then he wasn't so chill. Come on. Why won't you kneel? Kneel. Bend the knee. Bend your goddamn knee. Lara, why won't you kneel? Okay. It's like the buttons aren't working. Do I... That's the point. Do I have flares? I have flares, but she's not... She's not doing it. Okay, this isn't good. Hang on. Do I have to go back to Steam? Is that what I'm going to have to do and check the controllers? Because I don't understand why she's not... Yeah, I don't understand why she's not kneeling. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits, Rap. I know they're like sympathy bits because like I've got less followers than you, but you know, I'll accept it. I accept pity. I managed some speedrun glitch. Didn't even know about. Rap did that. Oh my god! When I was watching, was it? It was you, Rap, wasn't it? When you were playing Tomb Raider 1 Gold. And you literally just jumped and, like, through a hole and you, like, took out most of the level. TV equivalent of Da Vinci painting the Mona Lisa and then getting bored right at the end and just drawing a simple smiley face. I know, right? Yeah, I'm not convinced that these buttons are working. Oh my god. Right, okay. So, I did save, didn't I? I'm going to have to exit and check. Bear with me, guys. Because I don't understand. So what do I have to do, Jay? Is it controller configuration? Yeah, I don't think these are... Jay, what do I need to do? Export config. Browse configs. Remind me, Jay. Personal ones. I don't have any... Oh, there we go. That one. So that should be right, shouldn't it? I think. Oh, shit, no, actually, it should be something else. Because I need crawl. So what's... Oh... Because, yeah, Tomb Raider 2 doesn't have crawl in it. This is where we fucked this up. Oh, sympathy bits, they lovey dovey bits. Ah. Throwing your love at another mum. Serious. How do I change? How do I change? I need to modify these to have crawl in there and sprint. I don't know how to do this. Customs. Nope. I don't know how to do this. I really don't. And I can't, like go further on until I know how to do it. What's the key for crawl? I don't know. Well, obviously it's L2. I know it's L2 on the PlayStation controller, but I don't know what it is on the keyboard. Anyone know what it is on the keyboard? Can someone look it up for me, please? Because everything else is right. It's literally just... Oh, it's that. So how do I change it? So I can't apply. Because I need to... Can I literally just change one thing on here? Or do I have to... Hang on, what's this? So step. So how do I change it? Yeah, so press the L2 on the graphic. How do you get on there? What do I have to use? Mouse. Alright, this one. So that's... Yeah. So that should be... Is this right? Am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm doing this right. So it should be full stop, did you say, Saijin? How do I do it? How do you... Jay, seriously? I can't stream until I have a system. Oh, click on it and press the key. That's what I was doing, but it just moved. It's not doing anything. So full port action. What? Back. Regular press. Sorry guys, I just don't know how to do this. I should learn. I know I should learn. But I'm not... It's not letting me do anything. Yeah, it's not letting me press on anything. No, it's fine. I literally just need to change one button, but I just do not know how to do it. Is he down? Yeah. Oh, thank God for that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
What are we trying to do?
Well, I need to change L2 to crawl.
So you're...
It's not doing it. See, it's not just me.
So that's when they copy and import. Yeah, why is it lost? It's now lost all of them.
Go back.
Right, it's back. Okay, so you want to change
This one, side step.
So from delete.
Ah, there you go. How'd you
It just lost thingy.
Full stop. Yeah.
Full stop. Side step left is there.
Mhm.
Anything change anything else?
No, I think that's it. Flares, I can just do the long way. I don't have to change that. It's fine.
So done. Back. And try that.
Thank you. Hopefully this works. You don't go anywhere. Let's see if oh, for God's sake. I've lost There we go.
Windows shift and right will do it quicker.
Oh, for God's sake. There we go. Let's make sure it works. There we go. Okay, that's what it's supposed to do. Thank God for that. Thanks, Joe. Huh? Okay, thank you. Do you want to bring up your donut, or are you still full from the small? See, everyone needs a J in their lives, seriously. I don't know where I'd be without him. I wouldn't have a clue what I was doing. God bless him. Oh, you get it. I saw you had your tripod, Raider Mama. So you've actually done some videos with it. I don't know where I'm going. Am I just going in a circle right now? Oh no, I'm back here again. I didn't want to go... Am I in the room that I think I'm in? Yes, I am. Okay, so... I don't think I want to be here. Let's go the other way first. So what was this? Where am I here? Aha, yes. So that's how you get over to the other side. So I'll save. Hi Arc Raider. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Well, I'm well, despite the fact that I've got like a stinking cold and cough. So other than that, I'm good. Hope everyone enjoyed their weekends, by the way. Stuff to pick up. I remember there's like dogs that come out. Like I said, I remember like patchy bits from Steve's stream. I was trying to watch it as much as possible, but then he was going like different areas at different times to me. They are demon dogs, aren't they? They like... They were statues and then became demon dogs. I absolutely love this game. I think it's my favourite Tomb Raider. A lot of people say that. Like, a lot of people... Like, you got Ash, who absolutely hates Tomb Raider 3, but he loves Lost Artefact. Would have been better if it wasn't so darn hot. Is it still really hot where you are? It's cold where we are. Back in trousers and t-shirts again. Hi, DB6. Your weekend was nice and quiet, Sanjin. I love those weekends. I didn't used to in lockdown. I hated it because it was like every other day. I don't know if you downloaded any patches, but sometimes I get so jealous of PC players because they're able to play old school Tomb Raider games with some nice little fan patches that make textures, etc. look so much better. We get like the most basic ones just to make sure that it can run and it doesn't like trip over itself and stuff. That's our main thing. Like it took a bit to get this one to work. And as you can see, we have issues with the controller sometimes, although that was mainly our fault for forgetting that you could crawl in Tomb Raider 3 when you can't in Tomb Raider 2. So, which is why I keep praying for some minor remaster for the current gen consoles. We all are. I hope one day it comes. It's a massive disservice to the franchise if they don't, to be honest. And I think it's just really dickish if they don't. It's like, who's the guy, like, is it Sony or PlayStation? The guy that just made the really sort of like super arsehole-y statement that no one plays old games anymore. Hence why they don't have them on, they get rid of the PlayStation store and they don't, like, want to sell retro games anymore. That's kind of what Crystal's attitude is with the old Tomb Raiders. That, and obviously they just don't like them because they didn't make them. It's already past sunset. It's still 28 degrees. Jesus. It's like been average 16, 17 degrees here. I watch a lot of American YouTubers and I'm so jealous when they say it's time to put their winter stuff away and get their summer stuff out. But they're summers, man. I wouldn't want their summers. Although I don't like our summers, to be fair. I want a Greek summer. It's back here. There we go. Can you imagine a remake of the core games using models from Tomb Raider Reloaded? That would be really cool. But you'd have to get someone to make it who actually understands the old games. I honestly, like, I'm not just being a bitch for the sake of it, but I just don't think Crystal get the old games in that sense. I really don't. That, and you've got like the sort of thing that maybe, just maybe, they wouldn't do so well because it's a very different style of game to what the mass likes. Give back the call. Surely the amount of people tuning into the community live streams proves how popular they are. However, you say that, you're getting like 150, 200 people watching like the live streams. When you watch, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Coughing fit. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, when you watch Avengers, they have like 1,000 people at least watching their streams. So they have that comparison. Water is doing fuck all for this sore throat. Thank you for the hydrate. I'd be okay if hay fever wasn't a thing. Same. Oh my god. Jay's making me a tea now, so hopefully that will help. I think I need something warm and thicker than than water. Yay! I'm really sorry if this is like really in your ears, guys. Try not to hack up my lungs right in your ear hole. Have you seen how many people watch the TRL stream? Really? Were they really that popular? Okay, so I can't catch it from there. Do I need to actually go over there, or is it that it's just I can... Oh, there's a ledge over there. So, how do I do this? How do I do this? She needs some thick liquids. I do. I need that thickness. I'm going to save, and then I'm going to try a series of jumps in which I'll most likely die. Because I'm trying to figure it out. Look. Can you, like... No. Okay, that's not working. That was theory 1. Really shit theory, but theory 1. I'm with you, Laurie. Port the classic saver to Switch, and I will buy a Switch just to play Tomb Raider on Long Journeys. Oh my god, that would be... How amazing would that be? Okay, that's not a thing either. At least I could do this. Well, I'm still coughing after my COVID, and it seems to get worse. Oh no. I'm hoping I haven't got COVID. I don't know how I would have got it. I'm not exactly going anywhere. Do I just try... What could I do? I don't understand. Maybe if I just keep walking. I don't know. Oh. Can I? No. Why? Why, oh why? Lara. Have you tried a spoon of honey for some coughs? It coats your throat and sores it. See, my throat isn't sore, it's just really tickly. It's like, I was saying to Jay, it's like I've got, you know when you get like a little, almost like a ball of fluff in the back of your throat and it's just really tickly? It's not like sore at all, even after coughing for ages. Okay, I'm gonna have to load again. I mean, they have shot like NES games for the millionth time. Exactly. Yeah, it's just like, you see how many old games get ported. I mean, it's... Oh, hang on. Am I being a dick? Can I just go up here? I'm being an idiot, aren't I? There we go. Yeah, I mean, when you think, like, a company... Because, like, people say it's Square Enix. It's clearly not Square Enix that are the ones that are stopping the remasters coming. It's Crystal. Because you look at Square, and how many times have they remastered a Final Fantasy game? Like, seriously. I don't think they have a problem with remastering old games. They just let the studios have too much control over the IPs that Square own. That's the problem. Tried everything and everything at this point. Nothing seems to be helping. Trying to procure an actual visit to a doctor to get this addressed. Well, I hope you can. Because it just really sucks. Not fun at all. I'm looking forward to Reloaded, if for only no other reason than it looks good. I'll take anything new with Lara in. Yes, exactly. I really hope Reloaded does really well. That's my hope. Is there anything in here? Crowbar, yes. I remember watching Steve's stream and him opening a door with a crowbar, and I was like, how the fuck did he, where the fuck did he get that crowbar from? That's not fair. So now I know. You have my sympathy. I had a chest infection just before COVID hit and just couldn't shift it. I hate it. Coughs are the worst. Okay, that's good. Do I have to go back now? What? I'm here? Oh my god. Oh. How did I not realise this? I've gone around in a big circle. Right. Pull. Yeah. This one? No. Oh, for God's sake. Oh. How do I get my card? Back up. This way. When am I making it? When am I making a t-shirt? When am I making one for you? As part of Rap Wins fan club, or when am I making my own one? I don't know what that laugh was. I was like, fucking cough. Meh. Oh. No, let me get in. Let me get in. Before the door closes. Thank you. Health. Actually, I have an update. I might actually have a complete new piece of artwork by Tuesday, because I got another like work in progress from the artist I've got working on my new one. So there's only a few pieces left in terms of like how she's done it. Like my eyes look blue, but it's because the way she's got it, it's like I'm sitting there playing, looking at the game screen, and the light's coming like into my eyes, so it makes my eyes look blue. So she's going to try and make them look a bit brown, so it actually looks relatively like me. Also, she's got a load of like Easter eggs dotted in there, so obviously like the fact that I play Tomb Raider, like Tomb Raider's my big thing. So I told her I play Tomb Raider mainly on my streams, and that I do like Tomb Raider videos for my YouTube channel. So she was like, oh, Tomb Raider. So she's put me like sat on my bed playing a computer game with a Tomb Raider poster in the background, but it's the Rise of the Tomb Raider poster. So I had to tell her, like, yeah, no, you need to change that. It needs to be classic Tomb Raider, not reboot Tomb Raider. I do not like reboot Tomb Raider. So she was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can change that, that's fine. And she did, like, a bow and arrow on the wall next to the poster. So I was like, if you could change that to dual pistols as well, that would be great. So she's just got to do that, and she said it should be done by Tuesday. And hopefully that means that my new artwork should be done. But how she's doing it is because obviously that's basically like me and a background, but she's making it that it's a double layer, so I can literally just have me that I can make as the logo, but then I can also have the background in as like a background for like Twitch and stuff. So she's very good though. I'm really enjoying what she's done. It looks really good. So should make a t-shirt that says gaming mums want their own Winston. I have my own Winston. I have Jay. I need to get Jay in there, don't know, like just as a butler with carrying a tea tray. That's what I need to do next. What am I actually doing? So I need to flick this again and work out what way I'm going. There we go. No. Oh, for God's sake. No. Oh. Thank you. Speak of the devil. No, and Raider Mama was saying I was just talking about my new logo. And Raider Mama was saying about every gaming mum needs their own Winston. And I was like, well, I've got my own Winston. I should get I had to commission one of you in a butler's outfit with your carrying your tray of tea. You alright? Mom. Jay took Bubs to one of his sensory classes the other day. They were doing a special like Father's Day one, so all the dads had to take the kids. And Jay said you could tell the ones that don't really spend time with their kids because like they're trying to be like, look, I'm the good dad. I know what I'm doing with my child. And the kids are like looking at him like, Dad, what are you doing? I want Mum. But as a little Father's Day treat, the Imaginator, as they call it, like the woman that leads the classes, she gave all the dads a beer and a donut. So Jay's currently nomming on his donut that he got from her. Jay drawn as a pixelated PS1 character. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Remove all reboot Lara. Yes. Remove any sign of reboot Lara from my artwork. Look at you with your own artist. Do you also dodge the paparazzi when you go outside? Oh shush. That's you, isn't it? Don't start sort of like deflecting your life onto mine. I need an artist because I don't have like a fan artist that'll be like, look, I can do fan art for you. Please share my artwork with other people.
Notice me, senpai.
Yeah, notice me, senpai. Look, I've done fan artwork of you. I had to pay this woman to do it.
Imagine if most fan art was actually have to be paid for. A great dad joke, I think. You probably can't read anything.
You do not know how much I love you.
That would make me stop.
Have you ever seen Jay and Winston in the same place? Me neither. No. It's like that that cosplayer they used for the Tomb Raider suite wearing like the Winston mask. Who do you think that was?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but we all know the truth. Now, how the frick did I get that door open? Oh my god, I can make you some badges. Notice me, senpai! I'm being dumb. What's the sub badge? It's what comes up in the chat, isn't it? I'm cereal. I don't, because when I was on watching Ash's stream last night, and I was like, yeah, he has a sub badge, but I don't know what I would want as my sub badge. I don't know if it would be like maybe just having a simple Lara emote or something. Yeah, because Ash has Anubis. I think Rap, you have the W, didn't you? Your logo. I can't remember which one Steve has. I can't remember where I need to go. Again, I've drawn a blank. I have the crowbar, so I can open a door. But it's through there. And I can't remember how I opened this door. Where do I go? What do I do? So has this door closed now? Yes, that door's closed. What am I missing? Something Lara related or a cup of tea? Yeah, it'd have to be something like that, wouldn't it? So I was thinking the other day, because, yeah, cause like I said, I was watching Ash's one, and I was like, oh yeah, I forget you could do sub badges. And I was like, I can't remember where the option was to do it. Because, yeah, I was honestly just thinking of putting, like, Lara in there. Rap make. Well, thank you for the offer. It's appreciated. Didn't know you could do all that. Didn't know that was your thing. Does that mean you made all your, like, emotes as well? For God's sake. Where do I go? It can't be in here. It's got to be outside. But then how do I get out? Oh, I have to go round again. Wish I knew how to make these cool things. Same. Chris, same. I know where to come for a note help. Is there something around here? Maybe that I'm missing. Switch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go around again. Come on, no. Don't you dare. No. Can I not get out? Oh! For God's sake. Where did I last save? Oh, here. Okay. Right, so I need to pay attention from here where I need to go. So, get crowbar. I genuinely thought when I first watched Steve's videos that he worked in media and was an editor for a living or something. No, he's got even better job though that is in IT, so he knows how to do all the technical shit. Because I wouldn't have a clue. Hence why I have a J. Let's go get these. Cue the technical difficulties, yeah. I mean, I can draw, but traditional character art, haven't actually drawn in at least a year. I used to love drawing when I was younger. But yeah, same. I haven't drawn in forever. That's a problem with drawing. If you don't keep up with it, you lose it. That's why I married a techie. It helps. It definitely helps. Right, I don't want to flick that switch. Because I get stuck in that room if I flick that switch. I need to flick the other switch. So I have to go back. Let's go around this way. There we go. I'm making the same mistake now that Steve was doing. Wish I could make a cool sci-fi layout and stuff. I love Trinita's layouts for her streams. She does really good. I was like, when she did it, I was like, God damn it, that looks really good. I could never do that. Right, I need to get this crowbar and the shotgun shells and then save, because I can't keep doing this. Someone needs to make that crunchy sound like, yes. Definitely. Where is it? Not there. It's here. At the altar, do you blank promise to fix all technical issues? I think that was part of your wedding vows, wasn't it? I shall be your sole. Eh?
Reaver.
Huh?
I'll be your soul reaver.
I'll be your sole technical advisor from this day until my last day. Then you'll have to actually hire someone.
I will switch off and on again.
Ensure that all electronic devices take no more than 5 seconds to load.
Screw you, I've asked then.
Eh?
Save?
Nah, I'm not gonna save here. Although I forgot I didn't actually save it the thing. But now I'll save. There we go. A Slavic pagan themed overlay. Oh my god, that would be so good. Save up and you can get someone on Fiverr to do it, because there are so many like amazing people out there that can do that sort of stuff. Where's this? Have I been here before? I don't think I have. Which is this place? This is new. Huh? Ah! That scared the shit out of me. I was like, that dog's gonna come alive, isn't it? Oh fuck, yes it is! This is why I can't do scary games. And I'm having a heart attack. Okay, so where am I? That reminds me of a joke. How do IT people seduce women? They turn them off and back on again. Brilliant. Hi there. It's Nessie! Hey, I missed it last time. Hi, Nessie! Whoop. Don't glitch into the wall. What? Nearly. Okay, save. So can I... Whoop. It would help if you're right under it. There you go. There we go. Oh, you can piss off. Oh, shit. This is the bit with the boulder, isn't it? That's fine. I remember Steve did this. Get in! Oh.
How the hell did you dodge that?
Huh?
How the hell did you dodge that?
I don't know. I did the exact same thing that Steve did and it worked. So obviously crawling when a boulder's running past is a good method. Can we all take a second to admire Laura's upper body strength? Yes. I mean, like, all she would have to do is... Like, that's why I always say to people, what am I doing?
What are angels doing?
What the hell am I doing? Yeah, that's why you just know, like, Lara did pole fitness. Because to have like upper strength in that is just insane. Oh, I thought that would be anything? No? Okay. Oh, it's here. Okay. Crouching Lara, leaping boulder. Lara can bench press you like it's nothing, right? Aha, I see someone streaming me again and again. How nice anyway, good luck adventure. Thank you. Need all the luck I can get. Don't you dare knock me off. Where's that crow? I can hear you, I just can't see you. Save. Evening was crafted. My throat. Narcroft can monkey swing across fast distances, can't punch someone in the face. Right. Yeah, hi. Oh. Okay, so I think I... Oh, no you don't. Why is it when you're on a ledge, like, inches away from death, and they have to come at you? Seriously. Right. Let's try that again. Today, she was a lady, she wasn't dirty at house. This is true. That's something I learned, like, a friend of mine I used to work with, her son, she was a bit older, so her son was a bit older, went out with his friends, and he got jumped by a load of guys, and he was a rugby player, so he was quite a big bloke, so they must have been just out of their faces as to why they would actually pick on him. But he'd never been in a fight before, but he, like, punched this guy in the face, like, practically broke this guy's jaw, so obviously it had to be looked into by the police and stuff. But he had to be checked because where he punched him in the face, this guy's tooth had gone into his hand, so they had to check to make sure that he actually didn't get like deadly sort of infection or whatever, or like rabies or whatever. It was like really sort of, I've never thought that was like a thing. So it's like when you play like Last of Us and you see Joel just like bare fist punching a zombie in the face, you're like, yeah, that would so get infected. You'd be so a zombie by now. Do I go down here? I don't remember. I'm gonna save. Black in Bloodstream, yes, that's the one. Oh, she charges extra for the hands-on experience. Oh dear. Oh dear. Am I back to where I was before? God's sake. Okay, let's do all that again. I had like that feeling it was where that Nessie secret was. Again, my memory is just so mishmash. Right, so we've done all this, so this is fine. What do you mean? You know Lady Croft when you said you want to come back to Croft Manor for a spot of fisting? This is what I had in mind. Hilarious. Yeah, disappointed. Let's see. here? Anything here? Or just keep going up.
It's like our Canadian QA department.
Huh?
It's like our Canadian QA department. They all say about their double fisting.
Oh yeah.
It means they have 2 drinks. One in one hand, one in the other hand. They say that's double fisting.
Yeah, they totally don't understand.
My boss literally just crease up every time. We're like, please don't say that out loud. Please just stop. Do not say that in the UK.
Hi Marge, you okay? How are you doing? How are you? Right, so how do I get higher?
Take drugs.
Huh?
Take drugs. It's that joke day, we're allowed.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, no, you're not. Plus he told him for missing teeth and dignity. Worth it. To be fair though, if I had the upper body strength and knew if I punched someone they'd go down, I probably wouldn't, just because I'd already know I could defend myself if I needed to. Yeah, I think that's the thing, knowing that you could do it if you really had to.
You don't want to hear the joke.
I said, how do I get higher? As in the level, and Jay said, take more drugs. Okay, here, is there anything out here? Let me save before I jump to my death. Yeah, I'll save here. Oh, okay, I survived that somehow, but I'm still gonna load. He wasn't wrong though. Don't stick up for him, Chris. Don't encourage him.
My one day, yeah.
I come down here again, and it's like, why? Why did I come down here? I'm now telling myself. Telling myself, asking myself. And I can't get back up, for God's sake. I'm not going around again.
Let's go round.
No! How? How do I get up? Do I? Can I? Nah. Ah, yes, there we go. How's the run going so far? What, of this? I'm not doing too bad because I'm remembering bits and pieces of Steve's stream the other day. So Steve did all the hard work for me. I could say, how you do the rise of the Tomb Raider? Oh dear. Oh dear Lord. Don't mention that filth on my stream. Cheat? How am I cheating? It's not the game's fault, it was an exclusive. So can I climb up? Laurie cheats. I do not cheat. Yeah. I hear you. Where are you? Save. It's field research. Using someone else's playthrough as a guide, that's cheating. I'm not cheating because I can barely remember it. research. I'm not the lorry fairy. Seriously.
Did Raider Mum ask you something? I can't tell if you saw it.
Huh?
Raider Mum asked you something. I don't know if you saw it.
In the where?
Raider Mum asked you something.
Where? Oh, when's your next Tomb Raider levels video coming out? I don't know. To be honest. I'm still contemplating what my favourite levels are of Tomb Raider 2. So, I need to play them again. In terms of... Because how I do it is I'll sit there, I'll like muse over it for a couple of weeks in terms of what my favourite levels are. Then I'll play them, reconsider that that opinion, and then I record them. Then I record the video, and then then I mush them all together. It is field research, Chris. You don't know what you're talking about. Like I said, like from here, I have no idea where I'm going. Most likely down here, but... And I'm back here again? Yes, okay. Love the skybox in this level. It is very pretty, isn't it? Everyone saw that. She's shutting me up, she's off cheating. Oh, shush. I do not cheat. Like I said, me watching someone's playthrough means nothing. I've got this crowbar and I haven't actually used it to open that door because I've got no idea. You just want Mum, you just... She's suppressing the truth. It's all a conspiracy. She's about to pay off Chris to keep you quiet. Okay, so this is the end of the level, I think. And again, I think from here, like, I'm going to be going blind. Because I've missed the Loch Ness secret, because I've got no idea how to get there. I'd have to replay it again. See, 0 of 3, man. Who are you? And there we go. Yeah. Well, okay, yeah, see. See, I do not know what I'm doing. She would never quit. Not afraid I'm dissing my own mum, so I'm allowed. Dissing your own mum, that's shameful. Shameful, Chris. Et tu, Brute. I know, it's brave hard to look out. Random Scottish guy looking scared of Lara. I don't think he looked very scared. I think he just looked quite surprised. We've adopted Rat. He's an honorary gaming mum. Alright, I get that. Yeah, moving on. Is it me or does it look like he's got a black eye? Go, 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 go. Lara? Oh my god! Seriously? I guess you're supposed to jump then, because she's not climbing. Rap gaming mum wins. Okay, we get it. Jump, jump, jump.
Crisscross will make you.
Yeah, there we go. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no! What were you saying, Chris? It's not my fault she's a Christian fanatic who hates gays and thinks she ate all the brains in the world because read the Bible. Oh dear, that kind of mum. Yeah. I don't know if Steve actually got this far. I know he finished the level, but I can't remember if...
He stopped them, didn't he?
Eh?
I think he stopped them.
Yeah, I think he stopped at the end of the level. Right, go, 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 go. So it's the oh, for God's sake. Right, I've got to save here. So I don't have to go through that again. So as I mentioned, I'm allowed. Fair enough. Yes, save. Go, 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 go. Yay! That does not give you a free pass. Bullets. Laura here to steal his haggis because she a naughty wee lass. I hear Doggy. Where's Doggy? Ah, there you are. Demon dog. There we go. No, do not get in on there. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Be right back and getting feared. Oh, seriously. I just realised my health as well. Because of that. Is this like where all the boulders live? There's a lot of boulders. Oh! Oh, you kidding me? Right, it's fine. Woof. Demon doggy. There we go. Alright, okay, we know it's there. Just walk calmly. It's fine. Giant balls of weed. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? If this is what Scotland is like, I'm not going. I've always wanted to go, but now this puts me off. It had to be boulders, yeah. Is it just a matter of me just running? I'm just going to make a break for it. Nope. Okay. Love that Lara looked as she got squished. Giant balls of weed. 50 marijuana to the face. Okay, so what ones do I have to watch? They're like everywhere. Oh! Well, that just sucks. I hope you're not supposed to sprint because I haven't got a sprint option. I'm just randomly running around now. Are there any boulders that haven't moved? I'm picking up this ammo, but I haven't actually... I'm Scottish, could confirm we're always chased by balls of weed and skeleton traps. I knew it. Oh. Like, you lure us in with all your, like, fascinating history. Oh, fuck's sake. Has anyone else heard of a podcast called Let's Talk About Miss Baby? Discovered it this week. Oh my god, I think I need to listen to that. That sounds amazing. That sounds like right up my alley. Oh, for God's sake. I was just like running around like a madman. I am going to find that one. The ones I've been listening to, when I exercise, I listen to classic ghost stories, which is amazing. I also listen to yeah, classic ghost stories, which like the guy that reads them has got like such a great voice. And another one I listen to is Anglo-Saxon history, because I love me some Anglo-Saxon history. It's all about the ancient Greek myths and done by a lady who clearly knows her stuff. It's also very funny. Excellent. I shall give it a listen. Right, I'm going to save here. Greek when they're actually more civilized topics. Why don't you like Greece? Greece is amazing.
Well, Greece has there is a difference.
Love the fact you're going that way as well. Like the Cretans refuse to be.
Sorry. This game.
Because they invented the most stupid religion to date. And they mistreated women. Well, yeah. Doesn't mean they're not interesting, though. Oh, for God's sake. Save again. Could say that about the majority of the world, though. Very true. Ah. So get punished for wanting those bloody shotgun shells. Okay, so. Yeah. There we go. I think that's the last one. Hopefully that's the last one. I think I picked up everything anyway. Yeah, love ancient Egypt. What is this place? I go to save. I'm pretty sure I've just saved like 5 times in the last 30 seconds, but I don't care. Laura's just Flat Stanley. Oh my god, I remember Flat Stanley. Ah! Fucking hell, this level's just really sort of upped. Up the challenge. Alright, flare because I can't see. Their myths and their real civilization is just incredible. Yes. place. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. No. How the... Oh, so Jin, seriously? I thought we were friends, man. I thought we were friends.
Hold on.
Huh?
Set a time for 5 minutes in the office.
God, I can spell. Was it one of the earliest batteries found in Egypt? Probably. It would not surprise me. Okay, let's go save here. Okay, flare because I can't see. So it's here. There we go. Done. Better not be anything else. I will not be happy. Oh, for God's sake. Meh. Friendship requires a little backstabbing over the cask of having to. Oh my god. Right. So, don't get tempted. Do not get tempted. Just keep going. Just move on. There we go. Ah! No, 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 no. Ah! Where am I? Do not trust this place. All these traps have set me on edge. Okay, apparently it was Baghdad that the earliest battery was found. Oh, fair enough. I listened to Jenny on Chris's podcast, and their whole belief in the world needing to be in balance is such an awesome concept. Yes. Didn't they find something in Egypt that was essentially a very rudimentary computer? I think so. Nice dirt slip and slime. Ah! Fucking crow. I love their episodes. Forget when. And yeah, that is a nice concept. Just pre-Christian society had it all together, really, didn't they? They understood things. Oh! Done. Oh, oh wait. Any more? No. They are very aggressive. They like this all the time in Scotland. They certainly seem to be very enlightened, often even by today's standard. Exactly. Well, today's standards are unfortunately still dictated by bloody Victorian Christian ways. I see you, doggy. So how do I get up there? I'll go this way around. What? Ah! No, I don't think that was Egypt, but there is the Antikythera mechanism thing. We can thank certain Roman civilization that kind of let them creep up the social ladder and take over from the inside. Yes. Yeah, silly Constantine. Oh. Alexa, stop. Glad that's over. People wonder why I'd erase Roman civilization if I could turn back time. We have a lot to thank the Romans for, though. I can't think of any at the moment, but... I wonder if I can actually get that medipack that I see down there. Anti-hydrate. Thank you. I'm nearly running out of tea. Love how she's just to die. I know. That's Lara, ever dramatic. Sorry, what the Romans ever done for us? Was it roads? What was another drainage system? Try to remember Monty Python.
What they were doing for us.
Yeah, but other than that, what have the Romans really done for us?
Oh, yeah, good point.
Well, no holds the whole colonisation thing against Romans because they brought roads, baths, and more orgies. Exactly. Where am I going? I'm going up. Why am I going up? Why do I need to go up? I'm going up purely for the sake that I can actually go up. There we go. Also law. Yeah, okay, but other than that, what have the Romans really done for us? That's a fair point. What a lovely gift they gave us. It'd still be far further if it wasn't for those pesky Romans. It's so interesting though to to think like we were watching something earlier. I don't know if you saw it, was on Raider Mama. We put it on, and I think it's the first time we've actually watched like terrestrial TV. And Bubs has not asked for something else to be put on. And it was a David Attenborough thing, and he was looking at what they think is probably the biggest dinosaur. Yeah, Titanosaurus or whatever it was called. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it was like the biggest dinosaur they've ever found.
Bigger than the Argentinosaurus.
Yeah, but bigger than the Argentinosaurus.
Is it just me? Are they getting shit at names?
Ow.
So are they getting shit at names now? The
Yeah.
Argentinosaurus. Is it going to be the Do you think Saurus? And then the bigger than Uosaurus.
But yeah, it's just one of those things like, it's amazing to think that you have these like animals that are almost sort of like alien to us. Because like having a living animal that size on this planet could just like barely even comprehend, but they had sort of like, they lived and breathed like us. Their heart beats like the same as us, or it did. And it's just that whole thing of like they had a similar sort of makeup to us. Where would we be in the grand scheme of things if dinosaurs were still around? I highly doubt the human race would be as like all-encompassing as it is now if it wasn't for dinosaurs dying out. Ah, there's a switch there, so don't go that way. Doggy, please don't come alive while I'm about to jump past you. Let me save. I realise I haven't saved. Well, to be fair, if someone didn't burn down the Great Library in Alexandria because he forgot to return his book back on time, Dave. Don't joke about the library, man. That's still a sore point.
Having been there now.
Yeah. The replacement they built is nothing like. It's just not the same. Kind of freaky how such a small island managed to conquer so much of the world. It really is. It's scary. It's like the conquered became the conqueror. It's like, how does that even work? I think we are. This is Tyrannosaurus Rex. What's this one? That's Bob. You've seen Jurassic Park. Right, Laurie, do I need to elaborate? That's the thing, because there's a really interesting one on one of the YouTube channels that Bubs has on. Where it showed like the distance between like when dinosaurs died off to when like humans as we know it as like us came about, and then the amount of time. I mean, obviously I knew it beforehand. It's not like me going, oh, you don't say, I thought they only died out yesterday. But when you look,
we see it in scale.
when you see it in scale, yeah, it's insane to think what the distance is. So it's like if it weren't for dinosaurs dying out and mammals being able to sort of thrive, would humans even really be a thing? Would they really have had a chance to evolve the way that we did? Geordie Bob. Can I fall? Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Oh dear. Oh dear.
I either know as save point.
Dino McDino thing. Now look at us, chavs and Vicky Pollards everywhere. It's sad every time you play the Lost Library level in 284. I know. Peak of human performance. Am I bothered though? What is this? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Oh, I knew it. Is this like the dungeon? Can you imagine what the world would look like if ancient Egyptian culture had thrived and spread across the world? We could have had flying cars by now. That's the thing. That's what I mean. It's like, what would our world be like now if, like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. Like Roman civilization hadn't like conquered the world, sort of thing. What would life be like? And Chris is like, a whole lot better. Okay. Oh, do I see a shotgun? Is that a shotgun I see? Just wait for you to go past. It's fine. Although I just thought, is that the way out? What? Would you choose should have been in Love Island? Good point. It is a very good point. Okay, so what do I do now? I'm just going to go back this way because I've got no other clue what I'm supposed to do. Religion would be way more popular though. Yeah, we're just off to the temple to chat to Osiris. Thing is though, it's kind of like with like the Roman Empire, they just overstretched themselves so much that that's how it kind of just started to fade off and other things just come in and take over. That's what happens. Everything has a, what's the word? A life cycle. Oh yeah, Cyrus wanted cheese sandwich. How's he spotted me? I don't even know where he is. Where is he? Okay, just random. It happens every time a civilization gets too big, yeah. I mean, it's the same with Egypt as well. By the time, like, Rome came about, I don't know where they are. Did I even flick that switch? Bloody dog. No! Right, I have bought these small tomatoes. I managed to grow in my greenhouse and offering any chance of a longer summer. Oh. For God's sake. Where am I? Oh. Let's try that again. Right, I'm going to see if I don't get tempted. There is something down there. There you go. I think I know where I am. I think. What? Yeah. Yeah, because I'm back at the start again. The message on the wall did warn us. It did. What? Okay. Or is this giving me a chance to go back and get stuff? Let's just see. Let's test the waters. Let's face everyone pause after being in the room with me for 5 minutes. I don't want harpoons, they can fuck off. Would we have actual affordable housing if Egypt handing? Oh yay. Even better than a shotgun. Plus, ancient Egyptian fashions were awesome. Probably a bit too cold for Britain, but still cool. Yeah. Can I grab these without getting impaled? Nope, 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 nope. That is so stupid. Right. Let's take a medipack now. It's because that's so funny at least. About what's on this one. Oh, bless ya. So, how do I get out? Can I get out? How do I get out?
Thoughts and prayers.
Eh?
Thoughts and prayers. Take it out.
Because the way is shut. Get out the way you came in, I can't. Hi, rat. You got some fid. See, the gate's shut, I can't go anywhere. Not that I'm somewhat evil or anything, but I'm kind of looking forward to what ending. We'd have cool property, buy a lovely seaside pyramid with an ensuite pyramid bathroom. Oh. It all has stone sphinxes outside our front door. World ending. Or our civilization. No, I'm quite happy for it to survive for now. Oh, ah, there's a switch there. What does that do? No, there's a switch. There we go. Yeah, we did it. Right, safe. Laurie needs us to survive just long enough to complete this game. Well, there's that. There's a green, misty, sparkly thing down there of death.
Death sparkles.
Death sparkles. Well, I wouldn't have to worry about my student loans anymore. Considering we are paying near cancer to this world, not keen on it. This is true. Not exactly been great to it, have we? What's the largest civilization in the world currently? Because that would be the one that crashed. looks at Chinese and Americans. I'd be pissed if the world ended with a disease. I was promised zombies, goddammit. I think it would be World War III, if I'm honest. We'll all end up killing each other, because we can't all just learn to get along. Yeah, I've got no idea what I'm doing. So I'm gonna jump to here. Here. Do not die. I'm gonna save here. I think the US is too big to keep everything functioning properly. It would be cool if it was split into a few smaller countries. Yeah, I think that's probably the way it's gonna go, because they're like, they just can't agree on anything. Any of the states. Isn't Texas looking to go independent?
Texas will be wanting to be independent. Texas has been wanting to be independent since they joined the Union.
Well, the same as California, though, isn't it?
What was it that the Sunscream song says? That live in New York once, but leave before you get hard. Live in
Northern California once, but leave before it makes you soft.
Live in Texas once, but leave before you get shot.
Yeah. I do not know how the next World War will be fought, but I do know the one after will be fought with sticks and stones. Oh. I had a really horrible dream once. Like, and it makes me like super like depressed and paranoid. Well, I dreamt that it was like World War III had started and someone had hit London with a like a nuclear bomb, and we were like trying to go into hiding, like try and find somewhere where we could go. It was horrible. I hated it. Because when you have a child, you don't think of like yourself. You're like, I don't care if I survive, but I want my child to at least have a fighting chance. But then your survival becomes paramount for your own child's survival, because if you're not there to look after your child and make sure your child survives, who else is going to look after them? So, like, sort of thing. It was inevitable. Grow too big in a feudal state. Surprise, surprise, that at some point the American dream bubble popped. The American dream was never realised anyway. There's too many weirdos in it to make it work. They just saw off their part of the states. I don't know who said that quote. I heard it from my mum once. It's a really good quote. I love that song. It's one of my favourite songs as well. Can you even really call it a song when it's just an old guy just spouting off bits of wisdom? It has music to it, yeah. I always keep meaning to add it on like Twitter and do like a story of it, because like there's so many bits of advice that I just think are so good. And it came out like 20 years ago when I was 15 at the time, when it really sort of resonated with me. It's really weird. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It really sort of sits with me. It's one of those things. It's always there at the back of my mind when I think about it. Oh, I don't like to think about it, so. I had one like that once. There was a mushroom cloud scope. Yes, that was what it was. It's like where we live, there's like loads of fields and stuff, and I just remember like we were taking bubs, like, because we used to go walking around like the fields around here to like give bubs his exercise, and I remember like hearing sort of like a sort of explosion, and then looking towards London and just seeing this massive mushroom cloud, and just I can still like vividly remember that, seeing that mushroom cloud and just the panic rising and thinking, oh my god, I need to get like Bub's somewhere safe and just like really sort of getting into a panic. It's horrible. Wow, this got depressing. The South should become its own country. Same in England though, the North versus the South. It's always been that way, isn't it? So that song, What a Wonderful World, to me is extremely sad. Trying to think. Oh, you mean the is it the Louis Armstrong song?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song.
I see. Skies are blue.
If the South could call it a cob, then we have peace. If only it were that simple. But it would never happen. I'm happy for Scotland to adopt the north of England.
Well, Sturgeon was kind of killed.
Oh yeah, have you heard that controversy? Go on, Jay.
Banning Scottish people from going to Manchester. Just Manchester. It's like,
I do get a thing that like politicians are just so petty that they use they find COVID as like the perfect way to just be petty to other politicians they don't like. I was gonna literally run onto that and then I saw no, there is actually still spikes on there.
my chat keeps resetting as well, so it's really annoying.
It means I can get the shotgun. But I still don't know what I'm doing. I am completely stuck. I don't know if these doors are supposed to have opened. So anyway, puppies are cute. Poland is so neatly divided for the last 6 years. Open-minded people versus idiots is beautiful. Even if we didn't have hate embedded into our DNA, we'd be murdering each other on the streets today. But yes, puppies are cute. I don't know, I hear that song and it makes me think, what man, one day all that stuff will be gone. Either we die and not see it, or it be taken from us one way or another. I have Polish friends and they tell me the same. I'm sorry to hear that. We don't have friends tell us, but yeah, we just hear it from like first hand. Well, not first hand, you get what I mean in terms of Oh really? Like people don't like our Polish friends don't say like that it's divided, but they'll say, oh, like my mum says this, and or like my brother does this, and it's just crazy like that there's so like that it's so split. Like you've got people that have sort of been stuck in like the 80s or whatever and not really seem to progress. I never heard her say that, but that's such a Willy specific thing. What are you playing at, Nikki? What? My next door neighbour's got a golden retriever puppy. Oh, so cute. On the plus side, if we do have a nuclear war, Zephyr Cochrane will invent warp drive and we'll go flying off into space, being awesome.
Elon Musk will say he invented something.
I was raised with Staffordshire Bull Terriers. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Because I think that... Oh! As I go up there. Okay. I'm an idiot. Didn't Bezos say he launched himself into space? Please do.
Yeah, preferably not in a rocket and with air.
Yeah. Oh. Ow! Oh, rude! Just sneaking up on me. So, could I just drop down? I think so. I need to save. Did I just save? I can't remember. But I'm saving anyway. My sister has a staffy. I don't know why people have a problem with them. I know they are so cute. It's because they got bloody used for friggin' as fighter dogs. But they are like the cutest thing ever. Where's this? Ah, okay, this is the way down. Ah, I know where this is, okay. You drop things for me. Ah, look at that. The Tomb Raider 2 gold thing on there. How funny. Somebody's mugging off Jeff Bezos. I should step in and punch his Bezos. Whoops, I missed.
Have you heard about his wife? Or his ex-wife, should I say?
Huh?
Have you heard about his ex-wife?
No.
She made billions off the divorce. She's given over half it to charities and stuff already.
Really?
Yeah.
It's because he wouldn't bloody do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd full on find a way to survive if it meant I got to see the Enterprise. I had a righty growing up and he was the softest dog ever. Button knives were more dangerous than him. Oh. True, I'd love a Rottweiler. Their actual personalities are so different to how they're perceived, yes. This room is very cool. I love it already. The fact they have, like, they were too busy playing Tomb Raider 2 to actually protect and serve. Ooh. That's something I can pick up. I can. Oh, okay. Right. Look, they're all playing Tomb Raider 2. This way then. I'm more scared of chihuahuas, I admit. Oh, chihuahuas just have like a small dog syndrome, don't they? Hey, I can. Oh, don't say I've not got the crowbar anymore. How have I not got the crowbar? That's not fair.
No.
Tell me no. Bitch, I had a crowbar. That's so
That
unfair.
was the last level. You obviously you went back.
So unfair. What? What? Oh. What were these noises? Yeah. Oh, camera angles, Jesus.
You're not Resident Evil, stop it.
Radiation, uh-oh. Oh no.
Just funny, it's glowy.
There's ominous glow.
Your health just goes 0.
Yeah.
She's in the hazmat.
Hmm?
She's in her hazmat shorts. She's fine.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fine. I think Lara doesn't have object permanence, but for items in this level. Yeah, clearly not. Lara proves you love. So the dog can walk on that stuff, but I can't. Okay. So, where the fuck can I go?
Save. Another block.
Hmm?
You got that block?
Hang on. There we go. Me, me, me. Well, it says there are many reasons not to fully trust a dog, and they're all in its mouth. Yes. It's like you hear so many like stories of like babies getting hurt and killed and stuff because they're left with a dog that the like people thought they could trust. Never leave your dog alone with a baby. Never. No matter how lovely you think that dog is.
You do know what the baby does because the baby has no idea what
Yeah. But you just do not know. So do I... Oh! Yeah. Most situations are because parents either don't teach their kids how to behave in front of a dog or they leave them alone. Yes. I mean, the thing is, it's understandable when you have, like... You can't teach a toddler to, like, not poke a dog in the eye because they just don't know. It's, like, they don't understand that whole thing. Like, older kids, yes, they should know better. And, like, babies and stuff. Like, you can't teach babies. But yeah, it's more... At that age, you just do not leave your... Like, a dog alone with a baby. You really don't. Plenty of people do, Chris, believe it or not. Plenty of people leave babies with dogs. Like I said, you see so many cases. There was one recently, I think, in Ireland, where a 6-month-old baby was killed by a dog because it was left alone. Although actually, I think it was the dog got into the baby's room and like attacked the dog. I don't actually know how I'm supposed to do this. Oh, you can actually go around this way. Okay. So Lara can step in this bit, but she can't step in that bit. Okay. That makes total sense. Had a bit of a leak. Nothing here. Okay. To be fair, most parents don't teach their kids most things these days. Yes. People have got lazy with their parenting. I think the schools would do it for them. I think that's the problem. I haven't seen that Scotsman with the black eye yet. Or is this what I assume? Most situations were caused by the kid acting in a way which is a no-no with a dog, yeah. My mum's had Labradors for over 30 years, very, very well trained and lovely dogs, but she would never ever leave us alone with any of them when we were little. Exactly. I remember one time when I was a kid when our dog bit me because I gave him a kiss while he was sleeping and Dad gave me a right bollocking. Well, exactly. Why was the dog so desperate to attack the baby? That's so weird. Dogs can get very jealous. Oh. Like, my grandparents, I've never met the dog. The dog was actually put down by the time I was like, or like from like my memory. And, but they had a Dalmatian that was basically, my nan treated it like her baby because they only had my dad. They wanted more kids, but my nan couldn't face it. So, because she's a bit over dramatic, my nan. And, yeah, so they only had my dad, so they had a dog and that became like their second child. So it was a very, very spoiled dog. And then my sister was born. It was their first grandchild, so they were very sort of like fussing over my sister and the dog got very jealous. And every time she had the opportunity, like my sister would be sat in her buggy or whatever, and the dog would always, like if she could, she'd try and get a little nip in. So they never, like, even then my parents were like, we would never leave like my sister in the same room as that dog, and they actually stopped going to see my grandparents. I think while they had that dog, they like my grandparents had to come and see my parents because they just didn't want my sister in the house with that dog. It's a fire leak. Maybe hadn't properly been introduced and socialised together. Yeah. That's why cats are better. No, because like cats are dangerous with newborn babies because cats can actually suffocate newborn babies. They feel like the warm air coming from the baby's face and they'll actually lay across a newborn baby's face and suffocate them. You don't cuddle with dogs' mouth. No hugs to their face, no kisses, no embraces. These are things which make them very uncomfortable. Some dogs will learn to tolerate it, but it will be super uncomfortable. Yeah. Our cats were so good with PJ when she was born. They'd come and cuddle up with her when she was in my arms. But if she was in her pram or crib, they never went near her. That's good. My cats did the same thing when my brother was a baby. I was fine. By the way, barely a scratch, but I learnt my lesson, yeah. Never left PJ alone with them, though, for that reason. That's good. Nothing funny about it. If you make your dog uncomfortable, do not be bothered. When people call you out names making you uncomfortable, it's wrong in all cases. What's happening? Oh! Well, that's good. Okay. Save. See, I didn't know if it went straight to this. I thought we stayed in Scotland. We have to leave now. I don't have to worry about that. I have 4 the angels that I can cuddle to them. Oh. Where are we now? I have no idea. She needs to all over the castle. She had to leave. Oh, there we go. Keep that big wrench away from me, mister. I was going to say, it's too green outside for this to be Area 51 again. It's like the wide cliffs of Dover. Ah! Ow. Stop coming at me with your wrench. Rude. Meh. Oh, it's actually supposed to be the cliffs of Dover. Oh, okay. Lara can't cook. Winston wanted soup and the recipe said take a leak. Winston later said this smells funny. Ew. It's America. Why are we back in America again? Jenna doesn't like it when PJ has bare feet. She has to lie on them to keep them warm. Aww. Oh, no, it says Eurotunnel. There you go, rap. It's not America. Trying to convince me that it's America. Oh my god. So it's the channel. The channel tunnel. Back when that was a new and exciting thing.
When did we let it get called the channel?
Yeah. Eurotunnel got an extension, yeah.
Yeah, Elon Musk built it.
Yeah. Okay, so... Yeah! I know what I'm doing. That one? Nope. Okay. Okay, I'm stuck. Hi, unsavory little run. Hi, Spitfire. How are you? Hope you're both well. I was so disappointed when I discovered the Eurotunnel was not like seeing through ones that suit life set out. Oh my god, same. I actually thought that. How cool would that be? Oh, thank you for the 5-bit Cyanogen. Oh, look who it is. It's Spitfire! And now it's a party. And the gang is all here. Watching me get lost. What am I missing? Joined us for the puppy push in the stream earlier. It was the apocalypse. Yeah, don't get us started on that again. There's a switch so I can turn the fans off or something. Take it these. Oh, they can. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna save. Okay, yeah, we're supposed to do that then. Oh, which colour would you like, Cyanogen? My name's Larry. It's Laurie. Thank you very much. Pink, because we need to lighten the hell up. Alexa, turn on office light. Alexa, turn office light pink. There we go. It looks more red than pink, but you know. Larry. I'm pretty sure I've been called that before. Oh. There we go. Save. Sorry, beep beep. Oh, I've had that joke before. Guys, you know the Tomb Raider suite. Does anyone know where a friend since gone got its name from? Is it because of when it was used in game or just because Nathan McCree thought it was a cool title? Yeah, don't ever ask Bubs to say truck. I don't know where he got it from, to be honest. And ask him, tweet him, and I'm sure he'd be like, I don't know.
Give me a queen, I'll tell you.
Can I do anything other than fall to my death? Ah! Okay, so do I backflip? I do that. But then where do I go? Can I shimmy enough? I can. What? Go here. Didn't realise this was slowly coming down. Hi. Oh, fuck you. What does he say? Think of another word that ends with uck. That's not so innocent. Was it this way? Where was the ladder? There it is. That's the British for you. Oh! Lara, well that was silly. Sesame Street, the puppet who likes numbers, yeah. Okay, have fun with Doggo. Hope the heat's a little bit more bearable for him. Bless him. Oh, for God's sake. Why can't I do it now? Did it the first time. When I was little, my mum had to ban me from singing No the Elephant. I pronounced it the T in trunk with excellent.
What was it he mirrored you tonight? Oh yeah, we said don't take the piss.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why? Why are you doing this now, Lara? Why are you doing this to me? You were fine doing this before. He's lying on the tiles in the kitchen. Oh, bless him. Hang on, do I just do... No, and now you're gonna... Oh, for God's sake. Why?
Because.
I was apparently one of those babies that said fucking no. Amazing. Aren't kids fun? Kids say the darndest things. Finally, Jesus Christ. Oh, for God's sake. Ugh. Okay. PJ started saying, oh, for God's sake. Oh, bless her. Yeah. Right, now I'll save. I didn't realise there was ammo there. Okay, I'm just gonna calmly wait for that to go past. I probably shouldn't. I should probably go down before this is there. It's so funny when kids get sassy. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. What? What? Are they just gonna keep coming? My friend's wee girl told her to stop asking her about school just because it's really none of her business. Brilliant. So what do I do? Ow.
Not that.
I just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. Yeah. Oh no, I think they're done now. But I don't know how I'm supposed to get down there. Although that one seems to have stopped. Oh. Oh. Yeah, don't do that then. Okay. She's only 7. Oh, my niece is so sassy, isn't she? Violet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, super sassy. Genuinely don't know where they get this stuff from. She fell out of one of her friends the other day. Oh no! I asked what happened. She said, "I don't want to talk about it, Mummy. It's sensitive." Oh, what the hell am I doing with my life? These kids are feeling intense things. They are. Bless them. Okay. I just don't understand what the hell's going on. Ah, do I need to get over there? Is there a platform? Is that a platform I can jump? Can't ride the drills down. freaked me out this morning. I asked her who gave her the best cuddles and she said Granddad Dennis, which is nice, but Granddad Dennis died 8 years ago. Oh my god, it's like that with Bubs though. It's like when he keeps talking about a scary ghost. And then he keeps talking about Nanny in his room and stuff, and it's like, It's like my mum's mum died, and he was in the room with her when she died. And he was very young. He was only like
6 months old? 10, wasn't it? 4 months old?
Yeah, about that. He wasn't even 6 months old when she died. Yeah, but yeah, he was in the room when she died, so I do kind of feel like she absolutely loved kids, my nan. She absolutely doted on them, so we always have this thing that like she's probably like watching over him and stuff. So when he says things like Nanny in my room or whatever, I always think it must be her.
After a bath, isn't he, when he looks over my shoulder and
Yeah.
points, like, who are you pointing at?
Recommend trying to get all the secrets in this level. If you can direct me to where the secrets are, I tend to just run like past things like that. Right, so that one's stopped, but those two are still going. So and I'm back here. But what does this give me? Oh, there's a switch there. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. How are you, Ash? How was your stream that you started at the exact same time as me? Secrets are hidden locations in this game. You must find them, fake fan. Oh, you shut up. Come in here with this fake fan talk. If you're being haunted by Granddad Dennis, it'll be the most civilized haunting known to man. The man was a true gentleman. Aww. Yeah, I've lost both my granddads too. Where am I going? What am I doing? Hey, Nosk. You liked a bit in your stream earlier while we were giving Bubs his bath. Otherwise we would have said hello, but we need to get him down quick so I could stream on time. I saw you're having a few troubles with AOD. I don't know what I'm doing. I have an unappreciated talent. It was shit because you all stream and rap rooms get all subs I cry. Oh, shush. Should have raided me. Yes, you should have raided me. God damn it. Norse, get with it. I think we all came here anyway. Oh. Mr. North Street. Ah! Come at me with your wrench. Ah! Right. Now where am I going? All the Sam's wrap steals. I can't afford McDonald's today. Ash is gonna starve. Because he can't have a Mackie D's. See, Rap, how do you feel? Do you think you're gonna sleep well tonight? So I walk Ella right now. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know it was the OD anniversary until I saw Norsk's stream. Yeah. Ooh. That's good. Eat something better than McDonald's. Like, you can't do that. That's not a really good sort of mindset to have, Rap. Starve if you're gonna just eat McDonald's. Because you should be eating something better. I mean, I agree. You should be eating something better than McDonald's. But still. Yeah. Damn, Eurostar. I never sleep well, you know this. And she said to Paul yesterday, hey, no one is streaming tonight, want to hang out. Oh, your poor neglected husband. What McDonald's I didn't have in a while. What, about 2 days? But no. Rap steals my income. Here. Whoa. Pep says that when he got takeout today. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Eh. You're the same as me, Raiden Mama. Your Rap's sleep schedule needs to be improved. It sucks right now. I love he's just like, I'll be fine, I'll survive. Ah, no, just wait. I panic. Right, what are you doing? Seriously, woman. Go, Jesus. Oh, okay. You want some more milk and a tuck-in? My maternal instincts are tingling. Same. There's a quad bike. Seriously? Oh my days. I'm just gonna go run around it for a bit. Save. I want cookies of reassurance. That was a quick walk, Chris. Where are you going? Whoa! Ah! Of course.
She'll be right.
Huh?
She'll be right.
She'll be right. He's a bit scared in the wee evening walks. Oh, bless him. Right. Let's try that again. Why am I hearing like the Indian music? Oh, for God's sake. That's right. I need to get off because there's flares. Hey, what? No, 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 no. Just as Ash was about to do a seductive dance. Occupant, what? I didn't get that part of the conversation. Not doing it on a stream. Oh yeah, actually out now. I thought you were taking Ella. I thought you were taking her out. I didn't think you'd actually gone out yet. I've got the flares. Lara's just driving again. Of course she is. I'm the one in control. I can promise you, when I actually physically drive a car, I drive a lot better than this.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. So is this where I get off? Or do I have to go up here?
Ow.
What was that?
Please switch one on me.
Oh.
Of course.
Or do I have to go through there? What the hell? Okay. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Sanjit. No, you don't. You drive on the wrong side of the road. Rap, seriously? You're actually going to go there? Really? Rap does his seductive dance better. Is it because of the bobs? It's all about the bobs. There we go. Nah. 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 Alright, seriously. There we go. He weren't a monkey, but he'll do. I love the fact they've had to blank out Eurostar so they don't get sued. Everyone knows what it is, though. I don't know what it is, but it's a switch and I must flick it. It's Winston with the T again. reason we drive on the left is actually a really cool story. Oh, do tell. At least we can spell rap. I'm sure Bob's add to the flair and the movement overall. And I like, fuck you, I don't give a fuck. You get no McDonald's, I want sleep, so go home. Oh, bless her. I can't actually remember where the secrets are. Well, you're no good then, are you, Malage? Tell me to get the secrets, and then you're like, here, I don't know where they are. It does sound like Winston, doesn't it? It's like, that's what I kept thinking in Tomb Raider 3. I was like, Winston, what the hell are you doing here? In the middle of the Antarctic. No, it's because he gets all the subs, so I don't know why he thoughts is bad. You mispronounce your own words, literally. Oh, whatever. You pronounce yours a lot worse. Like, what's aluminum? It's fucking aluminium. Thank you very much. Jesus.
Yeah, where did the letter go?
Yeah, you lost a letter in there. Tinston. Winston with a T. Tinston. Of course Jay's here. He's just hiding behind the Tomb Raider logo. In fact, the reason why Americans don't use U in their spellings is because newspapers charge headlines by letter, so they took out the U to save money. Is that actually true? That is hilarious if that's true. Is it also made up story to justify the wrong side of the story? Wrong side of the road. Oh dear. It's got to be weapon related. It goes back to knights on horseback. They'd hold their swords in their right hands, so they'd charge at opponents from the left. It got so ingrained we continued the tradition with them with other modes of transport.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Winston will walk for Antarctica just to give her tea. It's aluminium. Not aluminum. What was it you were reading today about the fact that we watched Luca today, the new Pixar movie, and it's based on the director's real life like memories of when he used to do summer holiday in Italy. His name is Enrico, and his the friend that the story was about is Alberto, and the friend that he meets in the film is called Alberto, but the main character is called Luca. And he basically called him Luca because he was like, I can't name the character after me, so I'll call him a name that Americans could pronounce. And I was like, haha. See, everything has to be dumbed down for Americans. So annoying.
Sorcerer's Stone.
The
Sorcerer's Stone.
Oh yeah, you can't say Philosopher's Stone, you have to say Sorcerer's Stone. Right, we're in the bog. Why are we in the bog? What's so important about the bog? Well, no one uses saws, so you can revert back to the correct side of the street so you will save more people confused. No, it would just save lazy foreigners confusion. I mean, like, seriously. Just get with it. You could adapt. It's not hard. Is he peeing? Did I just walk in on a man peeing? To be honest, are any spellings or pronunciations wrong or right? Yes, English, spoken by the English, is correct. Americans bastardized it and then claim it for their own. Why is that machine in the loo? I have no idea. I don't understand either.
Yeah, but the ones you use the drive on the left are the better ones.
Huh?
Because it's not hard to adapt to the right side of the road. But a lot of countries that they use it, the one. Like, yeah, on the left of the originals.
Yeah. Yeah, like Jay says, we were the originals, so, you know, you guys did it just to be different.
To hate on us.
And then you're asking us to change when it's you that did it wrong in the first place.
Everyone should know that British is still
I'm sorry, but when your definition of a cup of tea is far off the mark as Americans, you cannot claim superiority. Exactly. Are I'm really just going to walk in on someone peeing and shoot them? Yep.
takes the piss.
That's when you get them. What am I even doing? John is getting you McDonald's. Lovey is getting your partner McDonald's when they can't afford it. Apparently. Or they're just too stubborn to get it themselves because no one else will do it for them. What? Where have you gone? What the hell? Ow! Bitch. You're even gonna go there, Rap. You're saying America won the war. Are you really that deluded? Seriously. Oh my god, I thought you were smarter than that. Oh. See, look what you made me do. I was just so astounded by like your statement. Right, where am I? Oh, you're fucking kidding me. See, guys, you start this like argument with me and it distracts me. Americans didn't even win the Civil War. So I remember... No. I remember seeing a statement once. What was it? See, Rap, Ash, you've both got to do your sexy dance. Seriously, I'm demanding it. I want you to both have a sexy dance off. Obviously, UK won the war by selling Poland to Soviets. Everyone knows that. Americans just bought them time to negotiate best price. No. Or maybe, I don't know. I went there. Americans only win war of race when whites and his... America wins all the wars we start. Is Indian music playing in the channel tunnel? No idea. I think allies were like, please take Poland. Chris is in it. We don't want it. Run him over, quick, quick, quick. Go, go. Ah, he got out of the way. He's going this way. Yeah. No, reverse, reverse. There we go. Okay. Get off and then save. Because I'm not doing that again. No matter how cool it is. The Soviets and Allied forces played rock, paper, scissors. Who will be responsible for Poland that no one wants? I want to counter that argument with Vietnam, but I really don't know enough about the subject to form a cohesive argument. You can't redeem because Cyanogen has always bloody made me take my glasses off. You missed the boat on that one. Again, I don't understand why there's a machine in the toilet. Jesus, why is she so shit with this gun? Basically, we rule. Lara Croft is British. Your argument is invalid. That's just what it boils down to. It's just like, we're just better. Accept it. Becky D's on the way, yeah. We had M&S microwave food today. But it was delish, because M&S just do the best microwave food.
I had the most amazing vegan sweet and sour chicken. It was like, oh my god.
Eh.
It was like proper chicken thingy balls. Whatever you want to call them.
I hear you, I just can't see you. Can't argue with that. M&S do really good ready meals, they do. They do the most amazing snacks as well. Like I was saying to Jay, it's the reason I was so poor and fat when I was working. Because like the nearest place I could get my lunch from when I worked in London was M&S. It was just, everything was just so good. But so expensive. I need that key card down there, but how do I get down there? I doubt I could just drop down. I might save and then attempt to jump with the... quad bike. See what happens. Mark and Spencer. Marks and Sparks. Why is existence so expensive? I know, right? Like, seriously. Like, what way am I going? It's this way. Oh. Why? 75 subscribers, stupid. You just can't get over it, can you, Ash? It would be expensive if Brad would have streamed this. Should soon for the 75 subscribers. Oh, did it? Right. I so don't know what I'm doing. What? Oh. I don't think I was supposed to land here, but you know. Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Where are you? Where? Nope. Oh, and there's a guy with a... Where the hell did you get here? Oh my god! Thank you for the bits, North. Jesus, that was intense. Right. Leave Sue out of this. He thinks it's a matter of addictive personality. Oh, you want to hear his excuse? Oh, 20 didn't extend, so I only got 55 now. I think he broke it now. You're not supposed to land there. I'll be fine. No one remember what that really cool secret is. Ash probably does. Oh well. Come on. I can't remember where I saved. I saved here. Fine. I haven't found a badge. Rappers channel. You bragging now, Spitfire. Does make you forget stuff. It's fine. Thing is, this won't be my only playthrough. I'll probably do another playthrough at some point in my life. This is kind of just like introducing myself to the game, and then hopefully one day I can actually do an attempt at all secrets. But I'm gonna get off now. Let's see if I can get the bastard. Get that bastard. Where's my mum badge? We need mum badges. It's a cool secret, not where you take the card right at the end of the level and then turn back and use it upstairs. Really? Like you when you start streaming. See, this is why Rap has like so many subscribers, because he's just like overly nice to people. That's how he does it. Oh. Yeah, do not save. McDonald's here, bye. Alright, bye. I thought we're saved, oh for fuck's sake. Gonna have to sell that American fridge. Actually, old rule, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. It is true. That's it, get off. And save. I'll be nice, makes people like you, what a surprise. It's not what I was taught. I was taught nice guys finish last. That's what I was taught.
I've never won.
Mm-hmm. What's up here? Hang on, what's this? I'm assuming I have to try and get that key card. Never, it's the only thing you Americans did right. Don't forget air conditioning. Please, sorry, you're the nicest. Ash just corrupts you once in a while. I'm not nice. Whoever said that lie that I was nice. What am I doing? Ooh. There we go. We have air conditioners, we just don't need them because we're small. Oh, so they are expensive. We open our windows, yeah, that's... What? No, don't you do that, that's rude. Right. No! I'm a sweetheart, am I? Was that referring to me or was that someone else? Because I can't believe that statement. Oi! Laurie's the queen of gaming mums. Where's all this love for me coming from? Stop it. It's making me feel really uncomfortable. I'm not used to it. Where am I? What did I do? Ah! Was that... Did he have something on him? Partly because Rapwins doesn't deserve all the bits. Yeah, I don't like these guys, they take too long to die. Come on. Hype train star. Thank you for the 10 bits, Ash. Laurie is secretly the godfather. What? How? I would say the number of days we need them far outnumber the days we need heat. You mean the air conditioning? Yeah.
Yeah, the number of days we have heat, the number of days we need heat, it's far out.
Yeah.
The number of days we need air conditioning.
No.
Should we say Laurie's awful? Noisy old Susan calls people bitches. Oh, I've got Big Mac 2 hamburgers and strawberry milkshake. That sounds so good. Stop it. Are you giving what? Are you spamming me with bits, Ash? Stop it. Giving back all the bits I gave you the other day. I'm craving fries. We've had so much sweet stuff today. Oh, hey, Orange, how are you? How are you? Is it better to say we hate you? Well, it would feel like it's more normal. To be fair, I'm not used to actually being like hated or liked. I'm used to just people being indifferent to me. I'm not used to extremities. Orange just comes in and just starts hammering me with bits. Thank you for the 100 bits, Orange. And thank you for the 4 bits, Ash. Another 4 bits, thank you. Thank you for the 1 bit, darling. I'm losing count. Stop it. I'm feeling the love right now. And it's uncomfortable. Stop it. Oh, thank you for the 10 bits, Raider Mama. Everyone's got their bits out again. Why is it always on my stream? Everyone gets their bits out. I just make people feel so comfortable in my presence. Is this... Where am I? Thank you for the 1 bit, Orange. Itty bitty brigade. Thank you for the 10 bits, unsavory little run. Appreciate it. You guys. Stop it. Right, now I've got to think where I need to go. Thank you for the 5 bits, Ash. Oh, I didn't realise there's a switch there. Thank you for the 5 bits, Cyanogen. Yeah, did you see that? Orange wished you happy Father's Day. Why is it not hype training? Hype. I don't know. I think you need more. I'm not sure, to be honest. Is it like the volume of bits? I don't know. Not that I'm asking you guys to give me more. I'm just saying. I think it's purely down to volume a lot of the time. Because algorithm is lopsided. Has his McDonald's just thrown his bits all over the place? I know, right? He's in a generous mood now. He's got his milkshake and his 3 hamburgers. Thank you for the 5 bits again, Ash. You need to cheer at least 100 at once for it to count for a hype train. So Twitch is so expensive. I hope the bits weren't wasted. Of course they're not wasted. They go to me. It's fine. And I appreciate them, even if it doesn't start a hype train. Oh, thank you for the bit, Ash. Orange, sorry. But I got surprised by a man with a wrench. Okay, listen, don't judge me, judge right, please. The fact that Rap has to turn on slow mode on his chat. It's like, guys, slow down. You can show your love for me in a little bit slower pace. It's fine. Where's Uncharted Racer with his 10 million bit donations? Bless him. He works hard for those bits. We don't judge, Ash. You throw bits around. You throw those bits around. You do you. Exactly. I'm gonna remember when he said, I get so many Discord requests. Come on. Yeah. Everyone wants to be my friend on Discord. Seriously. I take full responsibility for Rap's chat. I know you do, Spitfire. Oh, Winston's back. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, is that what I did? Oh shit, I just realised I've gone way over. Why didn't you say?
What time is it? Oh shit.
Save. Let me just see where this takes me, and then I'll... Oh no, I got another cough of it. Oh, is this the thing that I need? Rapture. He's like a Russian doll, so full of himself. Oh, bless him. What did I do? Uh-oh. Everything's gonna cave in! No! I can't get out. There we go. What happened? Did I do that? Did I do that? I sent you bits all the time. I tried to get stalker off my bobs. What? They only said death threats and gossip about how I blocked them on other people's streams. What stalker are you trying to get off your bobs, Rap? You have a stalker? It shows how unpopular I am. I don't have a stalker.
Got me.
Yeah, you're not a stalker. You're my #1 fan. Bitch, no. Oh, thank you for the 5 bits, Cyanogen. This all could literally spam chat with bits asking him to shave bobs. I can't even remember. I mean, I was there on the stream, but I only remember bits and pieces. Because my memory is fucked. What's this? Pump access? Oh, is that the one that's in the bog? Oh, does this take me back there? Oh, okay. Oh, no. What? Am I actually here? Oh, thank God for that. I love the fact it's like Lara posters on the wall. So now I'm in London, I'm assuming. London town, innit? And I think this is a good point to end my stream. So I'm going to save. Just like that. And then go over to chat. And have this lovely heartbeat just going on in my ear while I talk to everyone. Well, you're not there for that. I probably was. I just... Because when you were streaming, I'm normally trying to edit my videos. So I'm kind of there and not. So I'll join in when I can. What's a man got to do to get a stalker on this side? Well, I think this card, what? Did I totally miss it? Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat hardly as much as I should be today. She only remembers beans. I'm just not you are memorable, shut up. Secret is somewhere here. Did I just completely miss your message, Marge? Sorry if I did. Have to turn back and take the card to the loo. Okay. I ran too far forward then. Okay. I might be able to go back next on Wednesday if people remind me. I do stream at bad times for you guys. You do. Well, it's normally when I've just finished my breakfast and then I'm like coming up to edit my videos while Bubs is at nursery. Oh, thank you for the 3 bits, Orange. She gets intimidated by a huge streamer, so she forgot it all. Yeah, I just couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle like the pressure, the fact that I will never get to that stage in my streaming career. Food consumed. Good for you. Thanks for streaming, Gaming on chat. You've been wonderful. GG's all around. Yeah. Oh no, thank you, Norsk. It was lovely to have you. And thank you, Marge. Does anyone know if there's anyone I can raid? I need to get into a habit of that. Huh?
Jill's streaming.
Jill's streaming. Okay, I'll go over and raid Jill again. Don't worry, Orange. You join whenever you can. It's fine. Oh, thank you for coming. You guys make it awesome. Not me. But yes, I'll go and raid Jill if I can get the screen up. 1 second. 1 second. Right, yeah, so I'm going to raid Jill, guys. So thanks again for coming. Thanks for all the bits and the follows and hosts and stuff. And I shall see you Wednesday for more Tomb Raider 3 Lost Artefact. So thanks again. And I shall see you later.